it's XCOM2. We are back. Hello. Last time we were chilling. It has to be said, last time we were chilling. Today, don't know if we're going to be chilling as much as we were last time, that's for sure. We have got someone new to introduce to the team. We are now at crew capacity, 40 out of 40. And it looks like Bert and Acelast wanted to become buddies, which I am more than fine with. So let's officialize that union. Switching gears, our new member of the team is Keisha, the field medic. And they are coming in at sergeant level, which is more than fine by me. And we're going to roll with the bog standards for our field medics. Fleet-footed and combat conditioning. We've also got the training center currently 8 days away from completion. Once that happens, we will unlock access to, if we just take Shandon here for a brief moment, all these extra abilities and this bottom row of abilities as well. We've got 137 AP banked that we could potentially look at spending as well. So that's cool. So yeah, like that's going to be a nice significant increase in what we're able to do in any given situation. For a change, we're looking reasonably healthy insofar as the roster's concerned. Kurog's still out for 16 days. Andromak's still out for 18 days. Everyone else, though, like the furthest away is actually probably Obergard at 12 days, which kind of makes sense because, you know, they were just on the last mission. So yeah, we're in a what I would call reasonable position, certainly. We haven't got much happening insofar as things finishing for the next 6 days, and we do have a assault mission available to us for supplies, countering the Wild Hunt Dark event. This assault mission does come with resistance contact, so we can grab some extra supplies from this potentially. A bit of extra tech defense, which isn't too much of a worry, and a nice extra turn for the mission timer. So we are probably going to take this assault mission today. Before we even get on that, though, over here on the left, a new covert action has just appeared to rescue an engineer. Yeah, we're going to go rescue that engineer for sure. Kind of interested in potentially running this infiltration mission as well, but first things first, this engineer. Mobility rewards, no chance of an ambush, which is super nice. I think we can afford not to spend the 25 supplies on the major chance of a wound. So the question really is, who wants some more mobility? And really that's going to be the first sort of question to answer here. Gwen actually could use it, Sinatra could use it, and Bert could use it. All of our phalanxes could use it, as well as Grim. So I'm thinking of fielding a phalanx in that spot. It's between Gwen and Bert, really. And looking at who's closest to getting the next rank, it's kind of a fair distance for both of them, and we wouldn't necessarily be in a situation. Sinatra just wants to kill Faceless and Stun Lancers all day now, huh? I think we'll send Bert. Yeah, we're going to send Bert out on this one. 76 aim is not insignificant for sure. So we might as well add some extra mobility into the mix. You don't need Predator armor either, Bert. You're chilling today. And then alongside Bert, who could we afford to not have around for this next assault mission is really the question. Again, kind of looking at who could potentially get a rank up from this, but everyone is really far from their next promotion. So, that doesn't really help us answer the question. I kind of genuinely kind of feel we just send out a second phalanx, you know, because we've got 4 phalanxes, well 3 now because we've got Bert on the go. So maybe we just send out another phalanx. We can afford that. Looking around a little bit further, we could potentially put together that infiltration mission, which would probably want a phalanx. So if we send 2 out on this, actually, you know, now that I look at it a little bit further, sending out a sapper, we've got 3 sappers available too, and yeah, so what we'll do is, seeing as they just became good best friends, we'll send out Bert and Acelas. We'll remove the nanoscale vest and the predator armor and the augmented shotgun and the advanced grenade launcher. Put them down to pure basics. Interesting that there's no bond modifier in play. I was really hoping for that. That was the whole point of actually pointing out that they're best friends now, but never mind. But yeah, we'll get these guys out on this infiltration mission. We'll have a brand new engineer in 9 days' time. No, we won't, because it's an advancement end of a chain. We'll have a new infiltration mission to take in 9 days' time. That's very different. 13 on deck. Wild Hunt to counter. And an additional infiltration coming up. I think we hold off on this hunt mission. Instead, we are going to run this assault today and counter Wild Hunt. It'll be really nice to not have the Chosen showing up every single mission. So let's get on with Operation Magnetic Thunder.
Eastern US precinct.
Really hope that slight dramatic pause there really added to the gravitas of the operation name. So then, who do we want to bring? I'd like to bring someone who's got movement to cap those resistance contacts, if at all possible. So we did just see the assassin, so I don't necessarily think we're going to see her again so soon. So I think we'll let Nacho sit this one out. On the other hand, we'll bring apprehension, given the fact that they can move like nothing else. 16 mobility there. Kind of feel like we'll give Keisha that field test that they so desperately deserve after just joining us. Nothing could go wrong there. I'd really like it if we got Clav up to the next rank of their promotion track. Because right now, they are missing the very super good, useful and important Raptor's Perch. So we'll bring Clav and we'll switch out the Temnotic rifle for the anti-material. We probably bring a combat engineer in Giga. We'll bring a phalanx in Sinatra or Gwen is the question here. And I don't want everybody to be a sergeant. 3 sergeants is probably enough. So we'll bring Grim, who's got that extra rank in being a lieutenant. And then finally, I'm gunning towards a sapper, honestly. And could go either way between Brenwyn and Durthel. Durthel's got that urban combat training, although I don't believe this is counted as urban. It's temperate small town. So Brenwyn, Dense Head, Born to Kill, Night Terrors. Ugh. Durthel kind of wins out in this one for me. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we don't bring Clav and bring Zari instead. No, you know what? I believe in you, Clav. We're gonna stick with Clav. So then, now we just need to think about gearing these guys up. So let's do weapons first of all. We're gonna need a brand new bullpup for apprehension because that Cal 7 is gonna do no good. So congratulations on your Cal 15. You've got the Ionic, which is grand. Keisha needs a mag rifle, anti-material, enhanced Shadowkeeper, Clav set, shotgun or mag support cannon is the question for Giga. And I'm honestly thinking we bring the magnetic support cannon. Shadowkeeper for Grim, and he's already rocking the alloy shield. And Gauntlet Mark II advanced grade launcher. Yeah, we are set up on weapons, so Keisha needs a vest of some description, as does apprehension. There we go. Everyone else has got one, and then finally we need to think about blue screen rounds in particular, and of course those tracer rounds too. So I'm thinking maybe we switch out the shotgun on Dirthel to the assault rifle there. And then for our blue screen, well, Clav, let's be honest, you're not going to do much with a grenade. So in fact, we'll give Clav the blue screen rounds. The tracer rounds for that extra aim can go towards... Actually, looking at it, feeling Giga's probably the best shot for those. So we'll give Giga the experimental magazine and the lightweight frame, and then tracer rounds on the engineer sounds good. Switch out that grenade for the EMP grenade. Dirthel sapper, mag grenade, and do we want to bring the gas grenade on this? Or do we stick to plasma? I think we stick to plasma. Actually, the gas grenade just doesn't do it for me. In case you're going to need a med kit. Apprehension, do we want to keep you with the plasma grenade, or is there something theoretically better? We've got smoke available via the flamethrower, so I think we'll stick to this, and the frost grenade. You know, thinking about that, we'll give you a standard grenade, Grim, and we'll put the frost grenade on the sapper so we can actually get that extra area of effect in play. And then, last but not least, by any stretch of the imagination, extra mobility for Clav, and we'll go for the speed loader. And then for everyone else, should just be fairly standard upgrades across the board. We'll start with the bullpup, that's advanced reflex and advanced wildcats. Yeah, I think that's fair. Mag rifle for Keisha, lightweight frame's always good for a medic, and then upgrade on the reaction shots, and speed loader, I guess. And then finally for Dirthel, we'll set up a lightweight frame, speed loader, reflex. And I think that should be us. One last check across the board. Yeah, looking good. Apprehension, Keisha, Clav, Giga, Grim, Dirthel. Sabotaging a transmitter for Operation Magnetic Thunder. What could go wrong? Really hope Clav doesn't make me regret not bringing Zari. Got a lot of stepping up to do to fulfill the role of the brilliant marksman. Especially with those blue screen rounds. So if we run into any more sector bot hunters, then we really need those to count. Not that I'm scared of sector bot hunters or anything, that would be foolish to admit. It would be completely reasonable to be scared of them, it's the admitting that you're scared of them would be silly. Looks like this sabotage of the transmitter is going to be a bit of a quick one for us as well. We need to get in fairly fast on this. So, let's take a look at where we are. Not quite the corner, and a fairly narrow map. Looks like it's all the way down this road. We've got a Spectre, which is always fun to fight, and a Stun Lancer and Pathfinder, which aren't so worrisome. I think the first move then is going to be to get Clav on this roof, which is as reasonable a thing to do as anything else, I would say. In actual fact, I'm kind of inclined to... No, immediately changed my mind. I just spotted this tower here and thought, if we get everyone on this roof and then we need to cut across here, if we're still in concealment at that point, that tower is just going to get right up in our way. So instead, we'll just move forward up the road.
Copy that. Objective located. Moving.
Apprehension is seriously a marathon runner. It's nuts.
I go quickly. Moving out.
Actually, Keisha's got respectable movement with that lightweight frame as well. And so far, so quiet. So, that's fine, actually. We don't really need you in that corner. I guess we'll have Clav kind of, The trick of it here is Clav's probably better positioned along this wall. Yeah, and that should give us a reasonable sight for what's going on down there. Hopefully it doesn't get caught. So that is a little bit of a risky move, but looks good. Happy days. I think we'll push forward with apprehension a bit more.
Enemy patrol.
Hello, Advent Mech and Muton friends. Okay, that's going to be our first fight then. So how do we want to play this is the question. Actually, you know what? Apprehension can go make friends with this gentleman, which gets us 37 supplies.
An enemy patrol.
A Paladin Tech Burster and a Stun Lancer just popped into vision range there. And the Muton and the Mech were playing basketball, weren't they? Okay, so kind of interesting that these guys aren't going to break concealment. I don't trust it for a second, of course, but cool if they didn't. And yeah, there's our Mech and Muton. They weren't quite playing basketball. They're currently thinking about playing basketball. Giga up here then, and I'm thinking they're either going to move this way, or more likely they're going to walk away from us, because that seems to be the case whenever we try and set an ambush up.
Got it. Moving.
Just throw that wrench right up in our gears. Death looking kill here then. Kind of unfortunate that we've selected that position for Clav, because I'm not sure on the sight lines that Clav's going to have now.
I have eyes on the enemy.
And would really be nice if Clav was able to take shots, considering we've got a whole party going on here. Looking at this though, maybe we don't actually want Clav to reveal, because that Burster and Stun Lancer are going to go straight for him. Well, her, I should say. Muton and Mech are moving the way we want them to, which is very kind of them. Thank you very much, Muton and Mech. So, yeah, Clav's not going to have sight on what's going on here. And really, this is where the fighting's going to happen. So we'll bring Clav
On the move.
to set up a brace. And I'm wondering if we want to set up an Overwatch trap or if we want to open up. Both options are not unreasonable. Because we've got Giga, Keisha, Dirthel, Grim. Apprehension's a little bit further back, just chilling, waiting for the bus over here. So, not the end of the world if Apprehension can't get an Overwatch shot off. I wonder, though, if by moving Apprehension, do we no longer have to deal with these? Because if that's the case, then maybe we open up rather than wait for the Overwatches. Or is it Giga that's got vision on them? Maybe it's... oh, not Giga, sorry, Grim. Too many G's, man. We could move Grim around without setting anything off, so we'll do that. And that has removed them, so actually then... I think we hold the EMP. It's Clav who can see this, but they currently can't see Clav. Clav will remain in concealment, unless I'm horribly mistaken. Should do. Phantom, right? Yeah, there we go. I knew for a fact that Clav had Phantom, but I still needed to double check there. So I think we take this fight, as we are. Because unless they come down to here, they aren't going to spot us. So yeah, I guess we take this then. Okay. Apprehensions out of actions is the only thing. So can we do 13, 11? Can we do 24 damage with 4 people? That's a big ask, to be honest. That's an incredibly big ask. What have we got available to us? The EMP grenades, I prefer to hold on to until we deal with the Spectre, now that we know we're dealing with that. Grim's got 2 shots in the tank with lightning hands. So that's a theoretical, what, like, let's be generous and just say 16 damage. We could open up with a grenade. That's going to break the armor. The grenade would have to come from Grim, though. Yeah. Although the flamethrowers that Giga uses don't have armor stripping. I think we wait. Yeah, we're going to have to wait.
Roger. I've got my eyes on the prize.
Moving to
In an
overwatch.
ideal world, they spot us and trigger the overwatches, but if we had apprehension ready to go there, we could have taken that, but because we didn't, it wasn't really worth it, in my opinion. We might still get spotted and trigger the overwatches. Looks like that's just out of... Nope, here we go.
Hit the armor.
There's the spot. And we've got 2 packs, including the Spectre.
Get it together.
Come on!
It's interesting because the saying would be, well, I wasn't holding my breath for any of those shots to hit, but I was actually holding my breath for one of those shots to connect. But of course, now I'm just out of breath. So, at least we got a bit of a connection on the mech, and we aren't in a terrible situation. So let's see, first of all, Clav can break concealment without these guys getting involved, which is nice. And can run a huge amount of damage on the Spectre, but 68%'s not the best shot. And I'm not 100% certain on whether or not lead the target is impacted by lightning reflexes. There is potential for Dirtle here to break. Yes, I think this is what we play with then. That will unfortunately mean Dirtle's right in the line of fire of that Advent mech, so we are going to need to be considerate of that. This mech, I think we're going to go with the lightning hands. No, Grim doesn't have a shot on it, because that would have been helpful. In which case, do we rocket these guys then? What's that going to cause? We should be able to connect with both. Giga still has cover from this angle. So yeah, I think, alright, we'll open with the rocket launch then. Get rid of this tree, which opens up sight lines for Apprehension and Grim onto the Muton, if the rocket lands the way we want it to. A little bit of a gamble, but if nothing else, it should remove the Overwatch from the mech. So click button, receive rocket. Nice. Did exactly what we needed it to do. Lightning Hands takes care of the mech. And then Grim's currently flankable by the mech and the stun lancer down here, but okay. Yeah, we'll shift Grim into cover then. Will be nice. Kind of thinking, oh well, here's the phalanx, you know, if anyone's going to be flankable, it's Grim, but I'd rather he didn't take an alarming amount of damage this early into the mission. I'd also rather he didn't miss such a clear shot, but, you know, you can't always get what you want. Apprehension won't kill, although crit chance is reasonable. I mean, 37% is reasonable in XCOM, just for the record. An apprehension does get 2 shots, so take this muton down, apprehension, and I'll buy you dinner. Damn it. No dinner for apprehension, then. Also leaves apprehension flanked. Running out of options. Keisha. You're new around here. Kind of interesting. Oh, it is flankable. I don't know why I thought for a second it isn't. It's just that Keisha's only got a 67% chance to hit, which is terrible. Running out of options. 66 on the potential stun. What happens if Keisha misses, is the question. We need Dirtle for the grenade. We need Keisha to hit this shot. There is... Yes.
Let's do this.
Let's get the extra little bit of bonus aim from Grim. We actually need 7 and it just isn't happening, is it? A disaster. Loath as I am to do this, you need to land this shot, and we're going to have apprehension chilling out here in a potentially flankable position, at least for shot connected. Right then, let's bring Dirtle into full cover and get the work put in on this Spectre and Stun Lancer. Yeah, we can't hit them both. I wasn't just making that up. We've still got that additional mech up in the back. Hopefully that's cleared a little bit of room for Clav to get a better shot on the Spectre than 68%. But it's the moment of truth. No. Does this follow Overwatch rules? Is the question. And I suppose we need this to connect, so I'd rather take an 88% chance shot than a 68% chance shot. And I guess we'll have to just do the science and find out if it does get avoided by lightning reflexes. I'm super excited about all this. Come on, Clav. Okay, good to know. Lightning reflexes does not get activated by lead the target. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. I'm not sure if we have to now kill that thing that it's just created out of apprehension, or if we just kill the Spectre. I really hope we just have to kill the Spectre. I've got a feeling this is going to be a missile strike. Yep. This has not gone swimmingly. At least there's no stun on Dirtle. A small but important victory. Clav should have a good shot on the mech, 93, and kills it on condition this lands, which is pretty nice. Yep, bye-bye. Kind of feel like maybe should have gone for that last turn rather than muck around with this Spectre, but what I was hoping for is to avoid this thing from entering the picture, but we live with what we live with. So Spectre needs to die, I think. Let's see if Keisha can take care of the Spectre. Now, we know there's a pack up here still. They're probably moving towards us. So I think we want to position with that in mind. Which does mean that we're not going to get the flanking opportunity on the Spectre. Keisha, please, 79%. Marvellous.
You see that?
Less marvellous. That thing's still alive. So, Grim and Giga are going to have to show us some moves on that. Yeah, we'll bring them back down. Have Grim here and Giga positioned behind Grim.
Okay, I'll go.
And we'll take the
Whatever you
shots
say.
we've got with Giga, I think. 86 is pretty good. Show us what you can do, good buddy. Oh my
You're
days.
right.
And there's no chance of a kill now. So bad. I think Dirthel holds position here and just gets rid of this Stun Lancer. Or do we mine the Stun Lancer and get Dirthel into a better position to potentially take a shot at that thing? Yeah. I think we'll burn the mine on the Stun Lancer. We aren't getting any reinforcements dropping or anything like that. So the Stun Lancer's taken care of. We don't have to worry about him anymore. And then actually, what kind of shot percentage have you got on it? 32 is terrible. Let's run suppression.
Stay put.
And with Grim, I think actually, given the fact that you're kind of wide open there, we just shield wall. Get some extra armor on you. It friggin' replicates? And kills Keisha in one go? Okay. Okay. Where did the other one go? I can't believe that. Did the other one... The other one must have, like... concealed itself, I guess, because... Where the hell did it go otherwise? Holy crap. Yeah, okay. This mission's gotten off to a great start, huh? Now I'm really worried. Because that thing crit for 9. Which does mean it could theoretically kill Dirthel. Okay then.
I can handle that.
Here I was thinking this was going to be all according to plan. Casey joins us and then immediately dies. That's pretty grim, to be honest. Not to, you know, speak Grim's name in vain or anything, but like, jeez. We'll pull Grim forward and take the shot then. Basically speechless at that, good lord.
Check it before you get too close.
Apprehension is now back up, which is great. I think I know what we're going to do then. We'll grab this loot. And then bring Dirthel here. Apprehension's got 2 shots in the tank, although I was kind of wanting to Overwatch. I think, yeah, we're going to have to just err on the side of caution, run Overwatches. It's got lightning reflexes, so I hope the first shot comes from Apprehension. It's just a brand new Spectre. Holy crap.
Incoming fire!
Menace 1-5, they're about to disconnect.
Unfortunately, it
the
didn't
transmitter.
at
This is our
60%.
last
He's
chance.
joking me. Okay. It's immune to fire damage. So that means it's definitely mechanical. So then
If you say so.
that means we can blow its cover. And potentially have better than 60% opportunity to hit it from Clav. 80. It's still not my favorite. But please. Thank you, Clav. I never doubted you for a single second. And always knew you were going to land that shot. Right, we need to kill some of these battery things without triggering that pack that's up there somewhere. I'm kind of shocked it hasn't actually come down to ruin our lives. I'm very appreciative of the fact that it hasn't come down to ruin our lives, but I'm still shocked about it. Buy some extra time.
Well done. As we had hoped, the network separation has been temporarily
And I guess we just
delayed.
reload. Both of them can buy us an extra turn as well then.
Weapons empty.
Well,
Engage.
yeah, Spectre completely just played us all for fools there, really. And losing Keisha on their first mission isn't very good. I was real pleased about having an additional field medic in reserve, and that's been taken away from me. I feel like it's the worst Christmas present ever, except it's nowhere near Christmas.
No need to ask twice.
We're almost as far away from Christmas as we reasonably could be.
Good to go.
Oh well, we'll just buy some more time while we've got the opportunity, because we know that there's that shielded paladin man thing out there. We'll reload with Clav, and Clav might actually be able to take a pistol shot here, which would be super helpful. You can, awesome. And I'd really appreciate these civilians not being in the cover that I want our guys to be in. I guess we'll just hold position with Eagle in. And we've still got a fair way to go before we're even within reasonable range of the objective, which is nuts. But I don't want to, like,
I'm going.
yellow move into trouble.
Running.
So
Will do.
I think we'll just keep buying an extra turn where we can for now.
Ammunition is low.
I'd rather not use a sniper rifle on that particular juncture. Hold position here and Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
We've gotten fairly lucky, weird as it is to say on this mission so far, in that the things, these, we'll call them purple boys, are in nice enough locations that we can just cap those on our way towards the objective without any significant interruptions.
Seems doable. I guess that'll be okay.
One more in the bank. And there's a civilian inside, which is nice, and then there's a civilian just up there on the top right of the screen right now. That would be ideal to capture, or not capture, you know, go and say hello to for the 30 odd supplies that grants us.
Commander. Overwatch.
I guess we should probably be considerate of the fact that, like, you know, a chosen hasn't shown up, and it doesn't appear that there's a ruler kicking about. And as well as that, all the noise that we've made
Okay, I'll go.
hasn't brought down that other pack that we saw earlier, although Dirthel spotted something here.
Got eyes on adventure.
Okay, another Spectre, a Pathfinder, and a Stun Lancer. This was the pack that we saw right at the very beginning. And then there's that Stun Lancer and Trooper behind the building. 2 Pathfinders, advanced Pathfinders no less, so actually they deal the increased amount of damage. You know what, Mr. Spectre, let's just freeze you out of it right now so we're not dealing with your shit. Pardon the French. Right, now we can focus on getting rid of the rest of the slightly less threatening stuff. Let's pull this Pathfinder in. Here you like being the guy that flanks folks, huh? Would have been even more stylish if Apprehension landed the kill there, but never mind, we'll take the extra rip back and call it a day. Bit of a rubbish shot from Clav to take, to be honest. I might use lead the target on that Pathfinder, which leaves the Stun Lancer up in the back. We'll hold position, I think, and instead we could... You know what? I think we get to work on this Spectre. We've got Giga running an Overwatch as well, and then yeah, we can lead the target. That brings the chance to hit up to 70. And Spectres also regenerate their health, because why not add that into the mix? Good hit from Giga on the Stun Lancer. It is going to get here and go on Apprehension. Apprehension is just being bullied. Nice connection from Clav. No kill, unfortunately. Too much armor, but knocking it down to 3 health in the and I missed its shot on Dirtle, thankfully, because we don't have a medic anymore. We're low on grenades now too. We're not low on a flamethrower. Clav's chance to hit has left a lot to be desired, but I think part of that's just where he is. We could go for some Sabot rounds from the Proving Grounds. Hint hint, Proving Grounds, wink wink. Dirthel then, can you just take care of this Pathfinder? Ideally we need a roll of 6 on the damage, which is a big ask, I know. Let alone the fact that you've got a 26% chance to miss. But you land it, and I never had a doubt. Giga could roust that Trooper. Think we hold it. Grim, just get rid of this nuisance, please. Should have another shot in the chamber, but needs a reload. That's fair enough. Clav, I guess we run one of these shots. The Stun Lancer's the more annoying, so I guess, like, given there's 6% in it, we'll go for the coin flip on the Stun Lancer. Fair enough. Giga would have to run an Overwatch or go for a 43% shot. Neither of those options are very appealing. What's the suppression looking like? You only connect with... Yeah, you don't... It says that the Stun Lancer gets touched by the suppression, but I don't know if I believe that. Spectre may be active next turn as well. I'm debating whether the suppression or the Overwatch is the right decision here. I think we'll zone suppress these two. Yeah, okay, so the Trooper gets suppressed, Stun Lancer doesn't, which is actually a bit of a waste, to be honest. Spectre's no longer frozen, and here comes a cool shield dude, another shield dude, and another Stun Lancer. And of course everyone gets a shield now too. Right, we're going to have to put some work in on that Spectre this turn. That's the biggest threat. It's impressive to me that that traffic cone exists as cover. And another stun. Through the shielding as well, man. Ugh. Apprehension's back in the mix at least. We don't know where the Spectre currently is. Clark, what kind of damage can you do here? My concern is that one of these enemies actually comes towards Cloud. Specifically that thing. I think we need to take... Yeah, can we get a kill maybe? That would be nice. Yes. Thank you, Cloud. You had it in you. Goethel does have a point of armor. Apprehension is currently the most fragile member of the team. However, we could get Apprehension onto some higher ground and see if we could take advantage of that any. They do need a reload no matter what else happens. And we've got 2 turns left in order to get to this objective. So I think... take the high ground. What kind of work can this rocket launcher do for us here? It's got a range on it. Wow. We could strip the armor from this tech burster. It would be nice if we could actually connect with more than one target with this thing, but equally, like, stripping some of the armor from this is good value. You're still got 2 moves in the tank as well, so maybe we reload Apprehension. And then we put some work in on this tech burster. Or not. That was just a total waste. Can't strip armor through shields. There's a lesson you should hopefully only learn once. Spectre is in the mix somewhere. I think we probably want to try and take this building if we can. Goethel's not really going to be able to do much from where they presently are. Giga could actually get some work done here. 2 points left in the shield tank. What does that tech burster do is the question. It can suppress, disorient, and disorient. Okay, so suppression and disorient's on.
I'm going.
Too much of a worry. Yay for supplies. And then, can we connect with the stun lancer and the shield bearer? Doesn't look like it's that way, does it? Maybe. It is flashing and suggesting that shield bearer is going to get the connection here as well, so we'll give that a go. Reasonable amount of damage, and we burn the stun lancer, panic the shield bearer. That's really good. Shield bearer even takes a shot at the stun lancer. Stun lancer's still alive, unfortunately. As far as flamethrowers go, though, that one was pretty successful. And that disabled Giga's weapon.
Incoming! Over here!
And there's the Spectre. Flanking shot on Dirthel, it looks like. 11 effective health here. Oh, that was fine. Didn't panic me one bit. Okay, there goes Giga's shields. And that is Grim back from being stunned. We've got one more turn to hit the objective here. Clav gets a free reload, thankfully. Let's see what work Clav can do. 88 on the big guy. A potential... No, it's got 9 health there. No kill on that. 67 on the Spectre is probably my favourite thing so far. 87 if we lead the target. So... can Grim make Lightning Hands work here? 90% is pretty good. And then do we go for it again? Yes. If we can save Clav from having to shoot this thing, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Dirthel's got 60% on it from where they presently are. Apprehension needs to capture the objective this turn. So we just need to commit to that. And 2 ways around it. At least that's taken care of.
The X4 charges are active, but the
And
aliens
still
are
does
working
have...
to isolate the transmitter.
Yes, this is what we do.
Eliminate any remaining hostiles
The question is,
before
where
they
do we
cut it
leave
off.
apprehension? We have got this guy that could come in here and flank her. But I think, although that's a pretty big sight line, yeah, we'll take it from out here. So get rid of this Spectre for us. That frees Clav up to do something else. Another round of the flamethrower wouldn't be the worst thing. We must remember we don't get the kill on the Stun Lancer from Clav. And Dirthel does still have a move. Which is maybe best served by actually getting high ground here.
No problem, boss.
7 hit points is horrible. If Dirtle lands the Stun Lancer, or do we just suppress the Stun Lancer? Is probably a better question. I think we take the shot. Excellent, nice. And all together, very good. That means that 68 is still kind of bad. Let's not pretend it isn't. I think we'll go with the flamethrower on the trooper and tech burster to potentially burn. That should theoretically kill the trooper next turn if it gets burned, which it does. Awesome. Panics it too. And in its panic it fires at its Stun Lancer threatened. Okay. And then for Clav, lead the target on the Stun Lancer. Trooper's still alive, but panicked, so that's no big. Panic moved on this thing. Stun Lancer's gone. Kind of wasted the lead the target there. Forgot it was burning. That's Dirthel in a bit of a predicament. They've got 2 hit points remaining. And that smoke is doing the work for Giga. But I think we might be able to finish this. While I say that, there's a lot of health to chew through still. No, I couldn't recall if it was the case that Giga was able to strip armor with bullets, but it looks like that's not true. Apprehension does have a grenade, however, so let's put that to work. I think that's fairly reasonable, because if we get 2 armor stripped on that, that drops its health down to 6, and Clav should be able to land the kill. %chance to land the kill, but if it hits, it does die. Nice.
Looks like this might be it. You want some more?
Dirthel, I honestly think would be best served by just grabbing this guy's loot
Where do you want it?
and then hunkering down. But let's see what kind of work Giga and Grim can do. Not exactly the greatest shots in the world available to both of them. Pull Grim out a little bit. Yeah, 25% isn't shocking. Maybe we taunt. Reload with Giga. Although now that I think about it, I kind of feel like maybe repositioning and going for the roust on these two would have been the better move. That does chew its armor, actually. I don't know why I'm so all over the place with that. Nice crit. It's a pretty grim chance of finishing off. I think the hunker down is the right choice here. Although, now that I look at this in a bit more detail, that trooper could flank Durthal. And that thing could flank Durthal if they don't go for the taunt. Oh, Durthal's positioning is just not my favourite at all. I like this. This is good.
Seems doable.
Okay, didn't have to worry about the trooper. A lot of damage, but fortunately Giga is able to take it. And then a roust will kill that, so we might as well grab this loot.
I guess that'll be okay.
Okay, advanced speed is super nice. Not too sure what psionic atrophy is. Guess we'll find out.
I've got it.
And then, yeah,
Getting it with
hook it.
fire.
Huh. We lost Keisha. We struggled a bit with that Spectre at the beginning. Can't pretend that we didn't, but mission complete. Clark gets the MVP. I think that's fair. Personally, I kind of feel like Giga's the MVP because they were able to just draw so much fire and accomplish a huge amount with their flamethrower. But that being said, you know, if we look at the stats there, Clav hit 7 of 8 shots, dealt the most damage, and killed 4 things. So, yeah. And Durthal kind of made it through that one by the skin of their teeth. Unfortunately, for Keisha, not the case for them. On their very first mission after being rescued, no less.
Following today's attack by the
Maybe
criminal
joining XCOM's not a good
organization
idea.
XCOM, all citizens are advised to prepare for intermittent power failures.
There's some food
throughout
for
the
thought,
city.
eh?
Advent assures us that they will have
Nevertheless,
the power grid restored
we were able to get it done. Big help from Apprehension's ridiculous amount of movement as well, for sure. And that is a dark event countered. Wild Hunt is no longer a concern. So that means we'll see the Chosen slightly less than we otherwise would have. 21 days on Durthal to recover. I mean, yeah, like they came out of that with 2 hit points remaining. Fair enough. And everyone else is tired. Yeah. There we go. 110 supplies is pretty good. 2 mobility is nice. Psionic atrophy is actually pretty good as well. 48 side defense, 6 will. Null Lance is an awesome ability. Really glad we got that. And yeah, we got an EMP grenade for our troubles there as well. So we made out of that like bandits, except for the whole, you know, Keisha being killed thing. And that's our first Spectre we've killed where we haven't had an evac, so we've been able to grab the autopsy too, which is a nice bonus. Woof. Another successful day for XCOM, that's for sure. We'll leave things there. Thank you very much, as always. And I will, hopefully, see you next time. Take care.